delicacy. It's Mumba T.T. taking on Puneri Paltan table tennis. From Mumba T.T., it's Manav Thakkar taking on Harmeet Desai of Puneri Paltan. That's coming up next.
Second match, first game. Puneri Paltan to serve. Level.
And I wonder how Manav Thakkar is going to now take his growth in the game, because Harmeet Desai has got, what, another 6-7 years over Manav Thakkar. And
his father is an
official. What do you know? It's all in the house then.
Yes.
Well, you can change it every month if you want, Manav. Everything's at home. But yeah, we understand. And God knows how much better he can get once he has a better, should we say, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Now I still feel there are some blind spots when he's playing. That's what I feel, but he doesn't feel that. He's keeping it there. He's keeping
nice
it.
Rally, yeah.
He's keeping it quite forehand middle to his body. So quite clever from Manav Thakkar.
Well, just very quickly then, what do you say about his mental ability, psychologically? You think he has it in him to go all the way and become, say, maybe top 25?
He has. He does have a lot of positive in his mental ability. Before the match, he's doing a lot of trash talk.
Oh, good. He's got attitude on him.
Yes.
We like that.
He said, oh, this match is difficult for me. Oh, very difficult. I've never beaten him. And then you see that he just gets the first set off.
Manav Thakkar taking the first game rather easily against Harmeet Desai, who's more experienced. But Manav Thakkar showing that he has the goods.
Manav, I think he's prepared very well for this match. He's playing very clear tactically. He's strategized the game very well. He's just serving into the forehand. You see, he's putting a lot of pressure on the forehand side of Harmeet Desai. So I think he's doing it very clever, and he is keeping it very tight.
Well, he's definitely got a good variety of shots in his game. Good pressure here as well.
Again, serving the forehand and then go to the body. I think that's really good. What he's doing here is really good table tennis.
So in terms of time, it's a ticking clock right now.
Yes.
It's a time bomb waiting to happen. Golden point is an allergy for Manav Thakkar. He needs to finish now.
The celebration he's still celebrating.
A war cry from Manav Thakkar, a 2-0 lead, quite impressive. Sharat Kamala Chanta, thank you so much for joining us in the booth today.
Thanks a lot, Manav.
My pleasure. Alrighty, game 3 coming up. Manav Thakkar and Harmeet Desai right after this.
Third game, Puneri Paltan to serve. Level.
Back for game 3 with Charu Sharma here.
Well, I must say Harmeet has had few backhand opportunities because Manav Thakkar knows not to go there. But he's compensated with coming up with a few forehand winners, which are not his game, but he's played all them to at least a 50% level. He's been forced to attack on the forehand. I wonder if that's thrown his backhand topspin timing off, because he's missed plenty of those.
Yeah, definitely mixing up the patterns like that does take you out of your element quite a bit. Can't get too settled or confident. Oh, missed times it, but a chalk block sits up a little high. And 2 skylobs from Manav Thakkar.
You fell for the ball, just how hard Harmeet was bashing it down back, and bang! That one came back really high. Skylob, as you call it. But once again, it's the forehand that earns Harmeet the point. and he's inching towards getting a point for Puneri Paltan here.
You know, just earlier today, I was playing at a local table tennis academy, and I'm watching these guys thinking, yes, I need to practice that receive more.
Oh, Harmeet with the blocking. A couple of really nice forehand drives from the step around by Manav.
Gould on the serve, the reverse pendulum. Again, looks like some top inside. We'll have another look at it. Not as much top as Manav thought was on it. Tries to keep it low. Does that, but not high enough to get over the net. 2 game points for Harmeet Desai. Puneri Paltan table tennis.
Harmeet Desai takes the point back for Puneri Paltan. A little late in the day, though, his team needed more from Harmeet, the skipper. Wasn't to be, as Manav Thakkar was clearly superior in the first 2 games. Nice penny return by Harmeet Desai, and then closes it out with the forehand.
So we'll look here at the match stats. Forehand winners almost dead even. Backhand winners once again favoring Manav Thakkar. Attacks, though, as you might have expected because of the blocking game of Manav Thakkar and the control, Harmeet Desai was much more the aggressive player. And overall points, well,
that's what's coming up now. Du Hoi Kem, so highly rated with Manav Thakkar, who's fabulous. They combine very well, 2 similar styles in a sense. Chuang, of course, very athletic, very well muscled. The veteran at 7:38 now, playing against Ahika, who has a very different game. You've been mentioning that earlier, Adam, that this could be a pretty strange combination. That's coming up next in a moment. Don't go away. For Puneri Paltan, like we said, the problems only multiply because we've said this before. Chuang and Ahika, very different styles, and if they haven't played enough before, I wonder if they can get used to, because this is only 3 games at 11 points. It goes by very quickly. You can't now be getting used to each other. I'm sure they've practiced a bit together, but it's this is going to be rough on Puneri Paltan.
we will see here Du Hoi Kem with the serve.
Du Hoi Kem also taking a little time to get used to Ahika's clever little chop play.
I think everybody in this match has to, from Zhuang Zhiyuan to both of the opponents.
Oh, Chuang. Lovely counter.
Well, he's a little bit faster today. He's got a clean shave, so that's going to make his face move a little bit faster through the court, but he's closer to the table. That's going to be very effective.
Time and again, Du Hoi Kem has been unable to handle what seems like a gentle push by Ahika, but plenty of underspin, and she's almost always overplayed. Du Hoi Kem, that is.
There's the head fake. Oh, he's so tricky. This is why he's so much fun to watch. I mean, the people that showboat a little bit, I think Sharad said he has an attitude in a good way, but he's got some spunk to him. And he tried another head fake out here, but Zhuang Zhiyuan and Ahika Mukherjee, with a little bit of help from the top of the net, take game number 1 authoritatively 11-5.
The ball did pop up a bit, but maybe you tried to do too much.
Second game, 2 minutes result, level.
Yeah, I had a chance to play with a former UTT player today, Abhishek Yadav, down in an academy. That was quite fun. Still, he's got some outstanding feeling, my goodness. A different level, the professionals. But in terms of watching around the world, I've been getting a lot of messages on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. People have been commenting to me. They're following so closely around the world. It's quite exciting.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that, and thank you guys for joining us from wherever you are around the world. Oh, Chung for a change misses. But I have to say, Du Hoi Kem, a little subdued in this mixed double so far. She'll have to come back and play a very important role against Sabina Winter later on. 8-2 backhand winners for Puneri Paltan. Chung got the opportunity, took it. Had to almost fall away for that forehand drive, but he did it well.
Come on, confidence.
That was an awkward ball, difficult for Du Hoi Kem, even behind the table. I've seen her counter loop shots tougher than that, but the speed wasn't quite there. A little bit slower, but still very spinny. Good attack with the ante. Whoa, Batman in India. Is this person related to Sutirtha Mukherjee?
Also got NYC Athletic. Oh, Chuang, what a shot! So difficult, but he somehow pulled it off. Watch the wrist work on that on the forehand by Chuang.
Yeah, that was a very good reach. He was able to bend the ball back in.
Off the net this time. And Puneri Paltan are now racing ahead. This mixed doubles is turning out to be quite a revelation. Puneri Paltan will be delighted for all. In the middle of the tie, let's see what the coaches have to add to this.
Little fun fact for you, Zhuang Zhiyuan speaks outstanding English. He was raised speaking quite well. His mother was a coach. Also played in Germany for a long time, where he's known as Chuani. But in terms of coaching advice, I was trying to listen to Jachi speaking Mandarin to Du Hoi Ken.
Which you can also translate for us?
I heard very little, which basically was something to the effect of, don't play too much energy was all I caught, but I could have missed. I just heard a few words before they cut to the other side. She was also speaking over some English. It was a little cross-coaching action.
There's plenty of that for sure, with the players also chipping in forehand winners 9 apiece. Oh, Mana, flashy backhand. Every once in a while he does pull off a very special shot. So this is beginning to look very good for Mumba. Once again, they'll be pretty stunned, having lost the first 2 games. Ahika almost getting it back. Once again, that backhand push of Ahika works as Manu overplays it on the forehand drive. That's called good combination.
From that far behind the table for Zhuang Zhiyuan to still impose himself on the opponent. Du Hoi Ken spins it. Ahika, if she plays defensively from behind the table,
Ahika had the right idea, plenty of space on the forehand side. But she got to get the ball across the net. And so now, looks like Mumba will take the final point. Not just yet, but that'll keep things pretty close in this critical match. Puneri Paltan need to win and need to win today. They've done very well in the mixed doubles so far.
the back of the table, Manav Tucker and Du Hoi Ken with one much-needed point. They take game number 3, still losing the match, but again, this could be enough to ultimately determine who wins the tie. On the run, the forehand, look how deep it is. It's the back edge of the table to change the trajectory. Zhuang Zhiyuan not able to recover that quickly changing ball. Exciting battle here. Here are the stats on screen for you.
Well, backhand winners to Puneri Paltan. You can imagine why. Chuang played a few, but Ahika was magnificent with those pushes and the chops as well. Forehand winners a little more to Mumba, and the attack points too much more to Mumba. That's how they got that 1 point back.
match coming up for you in today's tie, and that is match number 5. It is the women's singles. From Mumba TT, we have Du Hoi Kim going up against Sabina Winter of Puneri Paltan table tennis. Coming up next.
Absolutely, Du Hoi Kim, one of the 2 strongest in the league alongside Jung Yi-Jing. We'll see what happens. So for those of you who are just joining us, Sabina Winter on screen from Germany is known for her forehand attack. I'd say that's about 80% of her winners. She's got very fast footwork, but Du Hoi Kim quite well balanced. What are you thinking, Charu?
Just the fact that Sabina tried to attack with the backhand, not her strong suit. In fact, I was looking there somewhere, Adam, has the biggest skew in terms of forehand and backhand winners. She's got like some 85% of the winners are forehand and only 15 off the backhand. Now there are some who are 50-50, equally good on both flanks, but she very weak from the backhand in terms of winners, and it's all forehand. 85% or more forehand winners. That's rare.
It reminds me of many sports, boxing even. Just if you use the other side enough to keep the big shot in, and that's what she does. She's built a game around her forehand. But still, Du Hoi Kim over the table, too strong in the control game, too well balanced. These are the details, again, the first 2 shots of the rally to really set up the point.
A couple of backhands across, but she's not likely to sustain that backhand rally. Sabina came out second best again.
10, 5.
Du Hoi Kim, too clever. Takes the first game 11-5 rather easily. Sabina Winter's forehand working only at about 50%. And of course, off the backhand, she's not likely to win too many points. So those watching UTT Season 3 carefully and regularly will know that the tie has been won by Mumba. They've got to 8 points, and that's a tie-winning score. However, there are 2 points still at the table. And Puneri Paltan will try and get as many as they can out of those 2. Based on Sabina Winter, can she? Ooh, well, she has been warned a few times, Du Hoi Kim, and this time, I think the assistant umpire, Vijesh Kumar, Arvind Upadhyay being the umpire, docks her a point. We haven't seen that happen too often.
Well, but that is typical of what does happen. If you make a warning and someone appears to ignore your suggestion, they don't make the change. That's what warnings are all about. It's essentially a warning saying, if this happens again, I will take a point. That's what warning means.
Well, we have been talking about a habit of curling up the index finger, in a sense hiding the ball. She's just gotten into a habit there.
And cupping the hand, maybe even more importantly, because when you cup the hand, you're able to actually impart spin on the toss. That's why it's supposed to be a nearly flat from the palm of the hand. You know, this right here, the palm of the hand, I saw the U.S. national champion in the middle of the championship get called for putting it just past the palm near his fingers. And the rules are there for a reason. Right here, he tossed the ball from here instead of here, and he got
possible to spin.
Potentially, yeah. It definitely can when you toss. I've seen it happen many times.
But Du Hoi Kim has been hauled up enough times by the umpires. And this time, want to change a point. Sabina Winter comes back with a favorite shot. A big forehand drive. Parallel this time. Very tough shot, the next one, but she pulls it off. Well, he likes it. We like it too. And wouldn't it be great if the German and Puneri Paltan get a point right here, just to make it interesting and give Du Hoi Kim a bit of a challenge in the third game. Oh, this is a favorite shot!
Yeah, this is good placement here in heavy rotation. Du Hoi Kim getting that backhand in from over the table. And guess what we've got?
What do we have?
Golden point.
You wanted it, Adam. I said, well, take it.
33 this season? Is that what that means? Wow. 33 golden points, 33 times that nails have been bitten off and the majority of seats have not been used. Meaning edge of your seat action. Here we go. Backhand to do it!
Winter! What do you know? Not been dumping your backhand all match long. I do beg your pardon, Sabina. Very well played. Great attacking receive. Du Hoikem coming out second best on that golden point. Who could have imagined Sabina Winter? A nice flashy backhand top spin. And Du Hoikem must have been a little surprised by that. Dumps it into the net. Okay, Du Hoikem would be stung by that reversal. Though, to be fair, Sabina Winter did lead for large patches of that second game. Here we go, last game. Oh, the fast serve. Sabina! What did you do after that second game? She's like a new girl.
Yeah, the backhand came to the party fashionably late, but it is the best dressed attendee. Following up, of course, with the forehand to start.
Well, she had the opportunity. Had a bit of height on that return, and Sabina really should have put that away. Just misses. Must be pretty discouraging to not get your favorite shot with any reasonable percentage. That's been Sabina's problem. The big booming forehand crowd missing more than making today, and she looks despairing now. What do I do when my favorite shot is just not going through at a reasonable percentage?
Yeah, for me, that was back to the conversation of what Madhurika said. What is the difference between the top players in the world? And Du Hoikem's efficiency has earned her 7 game and match points. Getting low and spinning from under the table, Du Hoikem with 2 solid wings. A very well-balanced player, which is what makes her one of the top in the world. Wins the match and leaves the tie score. And Mumba winning 9-6 over Puneri Paltan. It gets quite tough from here. Not a lot of time left for Puneri to come back.
Well, maybe too late for them now, but Du Hoikem, such a complete player. No wonder, world number 11. Way above in rankings compared to Sabina Winter. And you can see why. I think Du Hoikem will be a little embarrassed about that golden point game in the middle, which she let Sabina win. But otherwise, emphatically better. 11-5, was it? 11-3, so much better. And Sabina today will wonder, where is a forehand winner gone? You know, only 11 compared to the 15 from Du Hoikem. Backhand, of course, you would imagine that Du Hoikem would be a lot better. A lot of attacking play by Sabina Winter, but very little to show for it. 2-1, Du Hoikem. T.T.C, well, again, magnificent, unbeaten in UTT Season 3. Easily over the other Mukherjee today. Manav again showcasing his talent against Harmeet. Of course, the mixed doubles going Chuang's way, but Puneri Paltan unfortunately not able to pull back enough in the end.
Yeah, Puneri Paltan 6-9. This could be grim. We will see. Again, not a lot of time. Mumba T.T. doing their job. Here's a look at the standings and where things stand right now up in front. The Mumba believers are going to be happy. 33 points for the Mumba team. The Mumbai team, that is. Puneri Paltan way down, but they played 4 ties. RPSG Mavericks, the only ones behind them, but with 1 more tie at hand, only needing 3 points to sneak ahead. But remember, 4 teams advancing, so getting 5th place doesn't do enough.